Hi everybody and welcome to the 0.6 update video. One of the most common problems I've heard on the forum so far is how complicated it is to set a heading. Well, in this version we've created a new way of putting in headings that's more English-like, and it's easier to understand because it uses the same coordinates that are on the nav ball. You just put in a longitude and latitude and away you go. Here I'm just demonstrating setting headings on a vehicle that's in orbit. You can also do this on vehicles while they're launching. You can also take these headings and apply them to variables. Those variables can then be used to lock your steering later. Okay, so let's try using this to direct a craft as it's launching. This is the original script from the first video, and now I'll change it up so that it's using the new improved headings. Okay, so first, as usual, I'm going to be steering straight up, which is 90 degrees latitude, and then I'm going to do my gravity turn, which is 40 degrees latitude. And this is much easier to put in because it's the exact same numbers that you'll see on the nav ball. Okay, and as we start our gravity turn here, we should see it come down directly onto the 40. And there we go. One thing that people have been asking for a long time is comments. Now you can have comments. They're very similar to the types of comments you would see in other languages. You can have a whole line comment, or you can just put one at the end of the line, and anything after that double slash will just be ignored by kOS. So let's try launching this just to demonstrate that those lines are not doing anything and not screwing up our program. Normally when I'm bringing something in from another language, I would try to find the English-like equivalent of that thing, but of course comments don't really have anything in English that's an equivalent, so. One thing to be aware of in the new version is that the folder structure has changed to be more in line with the folder structure that plugins are supposed to have. This should make the mod a lot easier to install, but it's something you should be aware of if you're upgrading. You may have to get rid of your older files. However, the archive drive is actually going to continue to be in the same location for now. I will try to find a way in the future to migrate that over to be in the same structure and automatically bring over your files. You now have some new options for steering your rovers. We already had the ability to steer towards a target, but now you actually are going to have the ability to put in an arbitrary set of latitude, longitude coordinates and steer to those. So here I'm creating a lat-long structure and assigning it to X, and I'm putting in values that are pretty close to our current location. Then I'm going to lock the wheel steering to that variable, and we'll see what happens. We currently don't have a way to measure the distance to the latitude and longitude in question, so once we get close enough to it, we should see the rover start going around in circles. And there it goes, so we've reached our destination. I think this will come in handy in cases where you want to drive to a specific point but you don't have a vessel there to lock onto. Some people on the forums have been asking for the ability to get velocity vectors. So now you can get the velocity with respect to the surface. And you can also get the orbital velocity vector. One thing I've been working on as part of this release, but I'm not ready to show yet, is third-party mod integration. If you check out my dev blog, you can find out more information about what you can do with your mod that's going to allow you to integrate with kOS when that feature is ready to go. So that's about it for this week. Sorry that this update is a little bit later than usual. I look forward to hearing your comments in the forums and in the comment section of this video. So until next time, hack responsibly.